be an NPC. If you're not already, then this is going to be very good practice for you to learn how to be. Do you want to fight your DM?
No.
Well, if you want to learn how, keep watching, because I, the table, am going to teach you how to have a Battle Royale in Dungeons & Dragons. But before I do that, I need you to subscribe. That's right, I've been watching your activity these past few videos, and you haven't done it yet. That's right.
I've pulled your address, so you better do it.
Awesome. Knowing that you did that with pure obligation. What I'm going to talk about is how to have Battle Royale. Basically, what a Battle Royale is for anyone that lived under a rock since Fortnite has been invented. Battle Royale is a bunch of weapons in the middle, to some lesser extent, around an arena, and players get dropped in random locations and they have to fight each other. But it can look like many other things. It can look like things in Hunger Games, where there's like a cornucopia of weapons and there's supply drops that go through. It could even look like a PUBG or, you know, like a war zone where there's just like you fall in, you have your loadouts kind of already picked out slightly. There's many ways that this can look. And there's 5 different recommendations I would have for it. Mainly aimed at the DM for this advice column. So first step is you want to have a high level. Don't do anything below level 10 for this, because if you try to do level 5, it's like, I get an extra attack, and that's about it. And your spellcasters will be way outclassed. It's not balanced. I wouldn't do level 20 either, because then you're going to get the one person who picks Druid and stalls out the battle by just changing Unlimited into different animals and just keeping their spells concentrated and just draining you out. So you're going to get too much min-maxing. Perfect levels for this is 12 to 17, because then you get enough power to where you still have to think about what you're going to do if you're going to multi-class, but not too low where you don't have enough options. So keep them at a high level. Just makes the battles more epic too whenever you're announcing it, and just have that option. Number 2, the DM, this is for you. Be involved. Your goal is not to win. Your goal is to cause as much chaos as possible. And what do I mean by that? Well, be an NPC. If you're not already, then this is going to be very good practice for you to learn how to be an NPC. Be a player obstacle. Make a character sheet like everyone else. Give yourself the same rules, but you operate as going after everybody impartially. Like, you may not make alliances, players may make alliances with you. Be impartial as a DM, but have reasons for going after someone. I've done this before. I played a satyr, I named him the greatest, and he would just stand there and be like, I am the greatest, and speak in third person the entire time, because the greatest thinks it's epic. Something like that. It can be silly, it can be serious. Just keep the energy for the arena. Make it seem epic whenever they're battling, because that's what you're doing it for. You're not doing a Battle Royale to make it another Tuesday. No, this is your Friday night Battle Royale. That's what you're doing. So make yourself a character and go off your own rules for it. Number 3 is going to be terrain interaction. Things get boring if players are like locked in where the fighter is beating up the barbarian and they're just going back and forth for like 20 turns because they don't die. Make it to where the arena moves around. Make a list, like a D20 list, you could do a D100 list if you're really ambitious, but make a list that can go after spellcaster stuff, that can go after martial classes, and just give it its own initiative order. You can put the bottom or the top of the initiative if you want, or you can make it roll and make it more chaotic, and have different things. Like I had different towers, like rook towers, that would move locations for players. I had a pawn in the middle that could like freeze or become a giant like endless pit or something, or like a lava pit, and you could throw people in there. Or you can like release NPCs in there, like you could release like, I think it did death hounds, and like had 1d4 on different doors to the arena. So you have dice associated with doors and have random effects come out, have random monsters come in, and just shake up the arena, make players have to work and come up with creative solutions. 4, I can count, magic items. What I think with magic items is be careful with this one. I would not do this with an imbalance of experienced players. So if you have like one really experienced player who just really loves to min-max, don't give them this opportunity. But if you got like everyone is on the same board, they just want to have fun and, you know, not really care about the most optimal option, or everyone's thinking about the most optimal option, make sure everyone's on the same page, give them magic items. Uncommon could work. You have a deck of many things randomly in the arena. I had one that had a homebrew version of the deck of many things that I found on the internet, and just cause chaos with different magic items, whether you have them or they could be dropped in the arena as an effect. But don't be afraid to do it if you think your players can handle it. If you don't, then I would recommend just sticking to characters and then pitching it as we're going to see who is the strongest character on pure build. But you're not going to tell them that I don't trust you with magic items.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Number 5. This one is kind of substantial because you're going to have one player get wiped really early and the rest are going to stay. And then you have 2 that stay in for a really long time. Give the ghosts that die in the battle something to do. Whether they can sabotage, like, give them a small little list of things they can do to sabotage somebody, or they can give a cheer bonus, like they get a bardic inspiration every turn, and they can hand it to a player that they want to root for, and they can use it for whatever role during that turn. And then these ghosts could pile up, so gaining favor is a big part of it too. You could also have kill streaks as well. So I did one where it was like you get 1 kill, you got an inspiration point. If you did I think it was like 2 kills, and it was like in a row, you can get a short rest, and 3 is like a long rest. Like you could...
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
You go crazy and do whatever you want and balance it, but give kill streaks, makes it more active, rewards players being more active in the battle, not just sitting and camping, and make sure the ghosts that are out can do something, so you're not all just sitting there like, gosh, when do I get to do something? This battle's been going on for 2 hours. Give them something to do. It's going to be more beneficial for all of you in the long run. Just make it more fun. And again, you want to keep the environment of the Battle Royale. And then bonus tip, have music in the background. Like, I produce my own, shameless plug.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Or you can use any of the playlists I have. I'll link that in the description below. Or you can go make your own and like find just epic music that fits how grand you want this battle to be. That's gonna be it for the Battle Royale. Take these tips, use it. I think I'm probably gonna run one at some point for the D&D community and get people together, but that's kind of like later down the road whenever I've kind of figured out this content map. But if you enjoy the video, again, subscribe, pretty please. If you like the music to cheer the video, I made it. Go to my link, I will have it at the end of the video. Click on it to see everything that I do. I'm trying to do a lot, and because I really enjoy it. And have a baller day. Or night, if you're watching this at night. And if you're on a toilet, make sure you wash your hands before you flush.